welcome back to my channel. I am finally back home in my tiny kitchen. I had so much fun visiting my family this summer, but I'm super happy to be back in my own kitchen making videos for you guys. So today I'm gonna be restocking my fridge and cleaning everything out. Warning, it is absolutely disgusting in there. Stuff has been in there for 2 months since I've been gone, and we had one of our friends here staying here, so some stuff he left behind, and there's some living organisms growing in there. And I'm gonna make some salads and some other like veggie bowls for this week. So let's clean out our fridge and restock it and make some recipes for this week. So welcome to my fridge. This is what we're starting with. And at first glance, you might be thinking, oh, it's not that bad. But just wait. Pretty much everything in here is moldy. It's really bad. Just brace yourselves for this. I didn't really clean out the fridge before I left because one of our friends was staying here for a little bit. So I just left a lot of food in here for him to eat. So before I left, I put some cucumbers in here. Look at these cucumbers. I think they're actually frozen. So let's get to cleaning. I can't wait to just have a fresh start. This is the most biohazard thing I found in the fridge. This is some 2-month-old nacho cheese sauce. Should I just throw this whole thing away? These jars are expensive, so I'm gonna try and salvage it. I put some nuts and seeds in the fridge while I was gone so they would stay fresh. And I'm just gonna pull everything out so I can really scrub it down good in here and get it all nice and fresh and clean. Oh my god. Oh no, this is so bad. I'm just gonna put these in the compost. Oh no, there's mushrooms in here. That cannot be good. So I took all these veggies out to put them in my compost bin, and all these containers here, I cleaned them out to put them in the recycling. I'm super bummed about all these half-open tomato sauces. Something's sticky. I took out all the drawers and shelves of the fridge to give them a good scrub with just some hot water and dish soap. Not to drop this. Put everything back together, and look how fresh and clean it is in here. I just love having a clean slate. So next I hit up my farmer's market and Trader Joe's and did a full restock. We spent like $250. I'm gonna wash most of it, prep it, and I'll show you some of the things I got. So we have fall flavored kombuchas. I love this flavor. It's like apple, turmeric, carrot. I've been loving these tangerine probiotic sparkling beverages. There's only 30 calories in a whole can, so it's like a good soda or juice alternative. Next we have Trader Joe's sparkling apple cider vinegar beverage. I like to put this on ice with sparkling water. It's like a refreshing treat. Next we have just plain sparkling waters. And lastly, we have these turmeric shots. Honestly, these beverages were like the most expensive part of today's haul. I also wanted to put these eggs away first so they get refrigerated while I prep. So before I start prepping my veggies, I'm gonna get something going in my Instant Pot so it'll be cooking at the same time. I'm gonna make veggie grain bowls this week, and instead of quinoa like I usually make, I'm gonna use farro. I'm gonna add some lentils into here to add a little bit more protein and resistant starch, and lentils have so many other good things in there too, so we're gonna add some in. Half a cup of lentils, and I'm gonna cover it with water. For seasonings, I'm using the Sofrito seasoning blend from Trader Joe's. Then we're gonna press manual for 8 minutes and do a natural release at the end so all the water gets reabsorbed. So while I was in Massachusetts, one of our favorite restaurants that we went to was like a little counter service cafe called Life Alive, and they make all these, there's an ant on my cutting board. Okay, Sorry. They make all these amazing like grain bowls with steamed veggies. They top it off with this like amazing sauce and this teriyaki glazed tofu. And oh my god, there's another ant on my cutting board. What I'm trying to say is for this week's meal prep, I'm gonna make super simple grain bowls inspired by Life Alive. So I'm gonna first make baked tofu. I know I make baked tofu in like so many of these meal preps, but it is my like protein source of choice. So we're making tofu again. Oh my god, there's another ant. Oh, this is not good. I'm gonna coat these in a light breading and then bake them, and that way the sauce will like stick to them better and they'll get like slightly crispy on the outside. So I'm using some almond flour for the breading and some cornstarch. So just give it a good toss. Into the oven. 425 for 25 minutes. Flip them around halfway through. Next we'll make the sauce that's gonna go on top of these. This is my favorite healthier teriyaki sauce. So I'm using a 1/4 cup of coconut aminos, about 2 tablespoons of date syrup, but you could use like any other sweetener you like, about 2 teaspoons of mushroom seasoning. So this is kind of like a mushroom teriyaki sauce. I'm gonna add just a little bit of regular soy sauce too. Make it a little more salty. Whisk all that up. I'm gonna add a little bit more of everything. Since I made 3 blocks of tofu, I'm like tripling the recipe. So next I'm making a sauce that's gonna go on top of my veggie bowls. This is inspired by a garlic turmeric sauce that they have at Life Alive I was telling you about. It is seriously so good and it makes you wanna eat more vegetables. You need a 2-inch piece of ginger, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. You can use coconut aminos for lower sodium, a 1/4 cup of raw cashews, 1/2 cup of soy milk or water. If you use soy milk, it makes it extra rich and frothy, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric. Life Alive's recipe has extra virgin olive oil in it, so if you add a couple tablespoons of that to this, it comes out extra creamy. But since I just got back into town, I didn't have any. I only have like olive oil spray. So blend all that up together, and I'm gonna save this later to go on top of my veggie bowls. Next, I'm gonna be prepping and washing all my produce for the week. I was so excited to be back at my favorite farmer's market. Beautiful farmer's market carrots. I missed going to the farmer's market so much. These beautiful bell peppers. Kale as usual. This is all gonna go in my steamed veggie bowls. So here's my haul. I got some kale, some lettuce, carrots, bell peppers, and a couple zucchinis. And by that point, the timer was up on the tofu, so I pulled that out of the oven and I'm gonna mix it together with the sauce. I feel like this is getting a little chaotic. We got a lot of different things going on at once. Look at how perfectly crispy this came out. 400 for 25 minutes. So toss that all around with the sauce. I did 2 separate batches because it wouldn't all fit in one bowl. Then pop that back on the baking sheet and bake for another 5 minutes. Batch number 2. This came out so good. Okay, back in the oven for another 5 minutes. Okay, while that's back in the oven, let's start washing my produce real quick. You guys know the drill. I got my fruit and vegetable wash from Trader Joe's. This is made with all natural ingredients. There's usually a lot of dirt on these, like hidden in the leaves and stuff, so this just cleans it really good. So now that I'm back on West Coast time, coming from the East Coast, we're gonna be able to wake up super early in the morning. So I'm gonna go to the gym early. Me and my boyfriend have committed to going to the gym at like 6, 7 a.m. Then I'll have my post-workout smoothie. Then I'm planning on having these steamed veggie bowls with the farro and the tofu. And then for dinner, I'm gonna make a big salad or like another cooked entree of some sort. So that's my meal plan outline for this week. This water is already super brown, so I'm gonna go water my grass outside. You can see all the dirt on the bottom. All of this dirt just came off of my lettuce. Look how dirty it is. This might be the dirtiest lettuce I've ever cleaned. The last thing I'm gonna wash is these grapes that I got from Trader Joe's. So this is kale that's gonna go in our smoothies. And sometimes I like to make like a kale salad and massage some dressing in it. I love these huge containers. I'll link them down below. They work perfect for storing my greens. I'm gonna put a paper towel down to absorb any extra moisture. Here's all my lettuce. I'm gonna make salads out of this for dinner. I always like to make us a little sweet dessert treat, so I'm making some no-bake brownie bites. If you make anything on this channel, you should definitely try out this recipe. So starting out, I'm using 14 pitted dates, 1/3 of a cup of cacao powder, 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder, 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds, 1/2 cup of walnuts, and 1/4 cup of raw almond butter. I added in a tiny pinch of sea salt to bring out the flavors and blend all that together until it's a nice crumbly texture that holds together when you squeeze it. Oh, I forgot, you have to add in 2 tablespoons of almond milk. I like to use an ice cream scoop to help scoop it out into balls. And these seriously tasted so similar to those cosmic brownies that you used to eat as a kid. The vanilla protein powder with the chocolate like just makes it taste so good. So yeah, we loved these. It's hard to not scarf them all down in one sitting. And next I'm finally finishing up those veggie grain bowls I've been meal prepping. I just bought this new little steamer basket and this is what I'm gonna steam my veggies with. I'm super excited to use it. The bottom, I'm gonna put my carrots since those will take longer to cook. Some bell peppers, broccoli. I'm gonna do 2 batches since it's not all gonna fit in one. Okay, these are done. So here's my farro lentil mixture. It actually came out really good. I'm super happy with how it came out. It's nice and fluffy and all the water's absorbed. So finally, I am putting together my veggie grain bowls. Each one gets a scoop of the farro mixture. Then I'm gonna add some tofu to each one. And we're gonna eat this for dinner tonight also. And a good scoop of the steamed veggies on top. And this is the next day. I wanted to show you what it looked like in better lighting. Put some of the dressing on top. These were so easy to just reheat for a quick lunch. And that is everything I made for this meal prep / fridge restock. I absolutely love how clean and organized my fridge is. I really like how everything has its own place and it's very minimalist. You can see all the groceries you have. So that is it for today's restock. Now that I'm back in my house all settled in, let me know what kinds of videos you want to see. And thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!